Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Discover or determine the existence, presence, or fact of. Identify as in botany or biology, for example. Get to know or become aware of, usually accidentally. Make known to the public information that was previously known only to a few people or that was meant to be kept a secret. Find unexpectedly. Make a discovery. The story is false, so far as I can discover. Make a discovery, make a new finding. Röntgen discovered X-rays. See for the first time, make a discovery. Who discovered the North Pole? Discover or determine the existence, presence, or fact of. She detected high levels of lead in her drinking water. The act of discovering something. Come upon, as if by accident, meet with. We find this idea in Plato. Discover or determine the existence, presence, or fact of. Come to believe on the basis of emotion, intuitions, or indefinite grounds. I find him to be obnoxious. Perceive or be contemporaneous with. Get or find back. Recover the use of. Accept and make use of one's personality, abilities, and situation. My son went to Berkeley to find himself. Make a discovery. Receive a specified treatment, abstract. These aspects of civilization do not find expression or receive an interpretation. A productive insight. Establish after a calculation, investigation, experiment, survey, or study. Find the product of two numbers. Make a discovery, make a new finding. Get something or somebody for a specific purpose. Decide on and make a declaration about. Find someone guilty. Come upon after searching. Find the location of something that was missed or lost. Did you find your glasses? Obtain through effort or management. Perceive oneself to be in a certain condition or place. Succeed in reaching. Arrive at. Make or write a comment on. Discover or determine the existence, presence, or fact of. A sign posted in a public place as an advertisement. A request for payment. The act of noticing or paying attention. He escaped the notice of the police. Express recognition of the presence or existence of, or acquaintance with. Notice or perceive. Advance notification, usually written, of the intention to withdraw from an arrangement of contract. We received a notice to vacate the premises. An announcement containing information about an event. You didn't give me enough notice. A short critical review. The play received good notices. Polite or favorable attention. His hard work soon attracted the teacher's notice. Conform one's action or practice to. Discover or determine the existence, presence, or fact of. Show respect towards. Behave as expected during of holidays or rites. Follow with the eyes or the mind. Make mention of. She observed that his presentation took up too much time. Stick to correctly or closely. Observe with care or pay close attention to. Watch attentively. Please observe the reaction of these two chemicals. Give a description of. Identify as in botany or biology, for example. To give an account or representation of in words. Discreet Italian police described it in a manner typically continental. Make a mark or lines on a surface. Identify as in botany or biology, for example. Detect with the senses. Mark as different. We distinguish several kinds of maple. Be a distinctive feature, attribute, or trait, sometimes in a very positive sense. His modesty distinguishes him from his peers. Make conspicuous or noteworthy. Give the name or identifying characteristics of. Refer to by name or some other identifying characteristic property. Identify as in botany or biology, for example. Recognize as being. Establish the identity of someone or something. Conceive of as united or associated. Consider oneself as similar to somebody else. Consider to be equal or the same. A coral reef off the southern coast of Florida. Identify as in botany or biology, for example. Basketball. A space, including the foul line, in front of the basket at each end of a basketball court, usually painted a different color from the rest of the court. He hit a jump shot from the top of the key. Any of 24 major or minor diatonic scales that provide the tonal framework for a piece of music. United States lawyer and poet who wrote a poem after witnessing the British attack on Baltimore during the War of 1812. The poem was later set to music and entitled, The Star-Spangled Banner, 1779 to 1843. Mechanical device used to wind another device that is driven by a spring, as a clock. The central building block at the top of an arch or vault. Serving as an essential component. A winged often one-seed indehiscent fruit as of the ash or elm or maple. A generic term for any device whose possession entitles the holder to a means of access. A safe deposit box usually requires 2 keys to open it. A kilogram of a narcotic drug. They were carrying 2 keys of heroin. A lever, as in a keyboard, that actuates a mechanism when depressed. A list of answers to a test. Some students had stolen the key to the final exam. A list of words or phrases that explain symbols or abbreviations. Harmonize with or adjust to. Key one's actions to the voter's prevailing attitude. Metal device shaped in such a way that when it is inserted into the appropriate lock, the lock's mechanism can be rotated. Pitch of the voice. He spoke in a low key. Provide with a key. We were keyed after the locks were changed in the building. Regulate the musical pitch of. Something crucial for explaining. The key to development is economic integration. Vandalize a car by scratching the sides with a key. His new Mercedes was keyed last night in the parking lot. Identify as in botany or biology, for example. Assign a specified, usually proper name to. They named their son David. Give or make a list of. Name individually. Give the names of. Give the name or identifying characteristics of. Refer to by name or some other identifying characteristic property. Many senators were named in connection with the scandal. Family based on male descent. He had no sons and there was no one to carry on his name. Determine or distinguish the nature of a problem or an illness through a diagnostic analysis. Charge with a function. Charge to be. She was named head of the committee. Identify as in botany or biology, for example. A defamatory or abusive word or phrase. A well-known or notable person. They studied all the great names in the history of France. Make reference to. His name was mentioned in connection with the invention. Create and charge with a task or function. A language unit by which a person or thing is known. His name really is George Washington. A person's reputation. He wanted to protect his good name. By the sanction or authority of. Halt in the name of the law. Mention and identify by name. Name your accomplices. Get to know or become aware of, usually accidentally. Find out, learn, or determine with certainty, usually by making an inquiry or other effort. Find out if he speaks Russian. Trap. Especially in an error or in a reprehensible act. Establish after a calculation, investigation, experiment, survey, or study. Get to know or become aware of, usually accidentally. Get to know or become aware of, usually accidentally. Get to know or become aware of, usually accidentally. Get to know or become aware of, usually accidentally. Listen and pay attention. We must hear the expert before we make a decision. Examine or hear, evidence or a case, by judicial process. The jury had heard all the evidence. Perceive, sound, via the auditory sense. Receive a communication from someone. We heard nothing from our son for 5 years. Commit to memory. Learn by heart. Impart skills or knowledge to. Get to know or become aware of, usually accidentally. I learned that she has 2 grown-up children. Find out, learn, or determine with certainty, usually by making an inquiry or other effort. Gain knowledge or skills. She learned dancing from her sister. Be a student of a certain subject. Perceive with the senses quickly, suddenly, or momentarily. Register, perceptual input. Pick up a signal. Take into custody. Take and lift upward. Get to know or become aware of, usually accidentally. Fill with high spirits. Fill with optimism. Gather or collect. They pick up our trash twice a week. Eat by pecking it, like a bird. Gain or regain energy. Improve significantly. Go from bad to good. Buy casually or spontaneously. Get in addition, as an increase. Give a passenger or a hitchhiker a lift. Lift out or reflect from a background. Meet someone for sexual purposes. He always tries to pick up girls in bars. Take up by hand. Take charge of or deal with. Could you see about lunch? Make sense of. Assign a meaning to. What message do you see in this letter? Go to see a place, as for entertainment. We went to see the Eiffel Tower in the morning. See or watch. This program will be seen all over the world. Get to know or become aware of, usually accidentally. I see that you have been promoted. Date regularly. Have a steady relationship with. Did you know that she is seeing an older man? Find out, learn, or determine with certainty, usually by making an inquiry or other effort. I want to see whether she speaks French. Perceive or be contemporaneous with. You'll see a lot of cheating in this school. Undergo or live through a difficult experience. Be careful or certain to do something. Make certain of something. Come together. I'll probably see you at the meeting. Accompany or escort. I'll see you to the door. Perceive, an idea or situation, mentally. Now I see. Imagine. Conceive of. See in one's mind. I can't see him on horseback. Observe, check out, and look over carefully or inspect. I must see your passport before you can enter the country. Deem to be. I don't see the situation quite as negatively as you do. Deliberate or decide. Let's see, which movie should we see tonight? Go to see for a social visit. I went to see my friend Mary the other day. Go to see for professional or business reasons. You should see a lawyer. Match or meet. Observe as if with an eye. Perceive by sight or have the power to perceive by sight. You have to be a good observer to see all the details. Receive as a specified guest. The doctor will see you now. See and understand, have a good eye. The artist must first learn to see. The seat within a bishop's diocese where his cathedral is located. Tennis. A score consisting of winning a game when your opponent was serving. He was up 2 breaks in the second set. Breaking of hard tissue such as bone. The break seems to have been caused by a fall. Enter someone's virtual or real property in an unauthorized manner, usually with the intent to steal or commit a violent act. Be released or become known, of news. Fail to agree with. Be in violation of, as of rules or patterns. An act of delaying or interrupting the continuity. It was presented without commercial breaks. Lessen in force or effect. Break a fall. An escape from jail. The breakout was carefully planned. Interrupt a continued activity. Force out or release suddenly and often violently something pent up. Break into tears. Any frame in which a bowler fails to make a strike or spare. The break in the 8th frame cost him the match. Go to pieces. Ruin completely. Act in disregard of laws, rules, contracts, or promises. Break a law. Become fractured. Break or crack on the surface only. Do a break dance. Kids were break dancing at the street corner. Prevent completion. Break off the negotiations. Become separated into pieces or fragments. Make known to the public information that was previously known only to a few people or that was meant to be kept a secret. Terminate. Break a lucky streak. Surpass in excellence. Break a record. Discontinue an association or relation. Go different ways. The act of breaking something. The breakage was unavoidable. Happen. Break down, literally or metaphorically. A pause from doing something, as work. We took a 10-minute break. Stop operating or functioning. Fracture a bone of. Reduce to bankruptcy. My daughter's fancy wedding is going to break me. Assign to a lower position. Reduce in rank. Geology. A crack in the Earth's crust resulting from the displacement of one side with respect to the other. Break a piece from a whole. Break a branch from a tree. Make submissive, obedient, or useful. The horse was tough to break. A time interval during which there is a temporary cessation of something. Move away or escape suddenly. Nobody can break out. This prison is high security. A personal or social separation, as between opposing factions. They hoped to avoid a break in relations. Some abrupt occurrence that interrupts an ongoing activity. There was a break in the action when a player was hurt. Destroy the completeness of a set of related items. The book dealer would not break the set. Cease an action temporarily. Let's break for lunch. An unexpected piece of good luck. He finally got his big break. An abrupt change in the tone or register of the voice, as at puberty or due to emotion. Then there was a break in her voice. A sudden dash. He made a break for the open door. Be broken in. If the new teacher won't break, we'll add some stress. Become punctured or penetrated. Cause the failure or ruin of. This play will either make or break the playwright. Cause to give up a habit. Change directions suddenly. Change suddenly from one tone quality or register to another. Come forth or begin from a state of latency. Come into being. Come to an end. Crack. Of the male voice in puberty. His voice is breaking, he should no longer sing in the choir. Curl over and fall apart in surf or foam, of waves. Destroy the integrity of, usually by force, cause to separate into pieces or fragments. Diminish or discontinue abruptly. Emerge from the surface of a body of water. Exchange for smaller units of money. I had to break a $100 bill just to buy the candy. Fall sharply. Find a flaw in. Break an alibi. Find the solution or key to. Break the code. Give up. Break cigarette smoking. Happen or take place. Things have been breaking pretty well for us in the past few months. Interrupt the flow of current in. Break a circuit. Invalidate by judicial action. Make a rupture in the ranks of the enemy or one's own by quitting or fleeing. Make the opening shot that scatters the balls. Pierce or penetrate. Render inoperable or ineffective. Scatter or part. Separate from a clinch, in boxing. The occurrence of breaking. The break in the dam threatened the valley. The opening shot that scatters the balls in billiards or pool. Undergo breaking. Vary or interrupt a uniformity or continuity. Weaken or destroy in spirit or body. Make visible. Bring before the public for the first time, as of an actor, song, etc. Make known to the public information that was previously known only to a few people or that was meant to be kept a secret. Bring out the truth. Prepare an issue for public distribution or sale. Direct attention to, as if by means of contrast. Bring onto the market or release. Bring out a book. Bring out of a specific state. Take out of a container or enclosed space. Encourage to be less reserved. The teacher tried to bring out the shy boy. Reveal to view as by removing a cover. The curtain rose to disclose a stunning set. Make known to the public information that was previously known only to a few people or that was meant to be kept a secret. The auction house would not disclose the price at which the Van Gogh had sold. Make known to the public information that was previously known only to a few people or that was meant to be kept a secret. To show, make visible or apparent. Reveal to view as by removing a cover. Put in a dangerous, disadvantageous, or difficult position. Make known to the public information that was previously known only to a few people or that was meant to be kept a secret. Remove all or part of one's clothes to show one's body. The man exposed himself in the subway. The exposure of an impostor or a fraud. He published an exposé of the graft and corruption in city government. Expose while ridiculing, especially of pretentious or false claims and ideas. Abandon by leaving out in the open air. The infant was exposed by the teenage mother. Expose or make accessible to some action or influence. Expose the blanket to sunshine. Expose to light, a photographic film. Make known to the public information that was previously known only to a few people or that was meant to be kept a secret. Give away information about somebody. Formally hand over to the bridegroom in marriage, of a bride by her father. Make a gift of. Make known to the public information that was previously known only to a few people or that was meant to be kept a secret. Make known to the public information that was previously known only to a few people or that was meant to be kept a secret. Make clothes larger. Bring out of a specific state. Express audibly. Utter sounds, not necessarily words. She let out a big heavy sigh. Make visible. Make known to the public information that was previously known only to a few people or that was meant to be kept a secret. The actress won't reveal how old she is. Disclose directly or through prophets. God rarely reveal his plans for mankind. Reveal to view as by removing a cover. Make known to the public information that was previously known only to a few people or that was meant to be kept a secret. The newspaper uncovered the president's illegal dealings. Remove all or part of one's clothes to show one's body. Uncover your belly. Make known to the public information that was previously known only to a few people or that was meant to be kept a secret. Unwrap the evidence in the murder case. Remove the outer cover or wrapping of. Let's unwrap the gifts. Reach a point in time, or a certain state or level. Find unexpectedly. To gain with effort. Reach a destination, either real or abstract.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.